always the first commandment, La ta'budu illallah. Do not worship except Allah. Or in other words, we have a very perfect kalima for this, the sentence for this, La ilaha illallah. There is no God worthy to worship except Allah. There is no God that He is worthy that we become a slave except Allah. In other words, we are not going to be slave of the idols, we are not going to be slave of the people, we are not going to be slave of a country, we are not going to be slave of a system, we are not going to be slave of anything and anyone except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are not going to be slave of money. Prophet Muhammad said, he mentioned the two words in his hadith, Abdul Dirham, Abdul Dinar. The slave of the dirham and the slave of the dinar. And he's not talking about the dirham of United Arab Emirates. He's talking about the real dirham, which is the silver dirham. The paper money is a fake money. It is a fiat money. It has no link to the gold and silver anymore. The paper was started in exchange with the gold, and now it has no link with the gold. So this is just a paper, and it's easy to manipulate. The Muslim countries are being suffered because of that paper money. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Prophet Muhammad said that if you see the people who are like Abdul Dirham and Abdul Dinar. Dinar means it's not the Kuwaiti dinar, it's not the Iraqi dinar, it's not the Qatari dinar, but dinar means is in the Quran and in the Hadith, the dinar means is a gold dinar, which we are already forgotten. We are given by the British, the rupees, the ringgit, rupiah, or peso, or by the British, by the Spanish, by the Americans. They make these people, they make these currencies to control us. We are being fooled by this paper money because we keep on working hard and then our money becomes devalued and it becomes zero again. So Allah, Prophet Muhammad said, not to be the slave of the dinar and not to be the slave of dirham. Abdul Dirham, Abdul Dinar. So today what is the biggest God today? Not Jesus Christ, it's people who worship most. Not even the Buddha or not the Ram or the other gods of Hindus, the cow or what we know. The biggest God today is the dollar. People worship dollar. They even die for dollar. People, they can sell their property, they can sell their land. Before there was a time, the people loved to their land. The land they bought, they loved that land. But now they want to leave it. Then when the Sahaba, they were migrating from Makkah to Medina, they were crying. They were crying, they don't want to leave Makkah because they love Makkah, because it's their motherland. But today people, they don't mind about their motherland. They can say, I want to go to America. Why? Because I want to become a slave of dollar. I want to become slave of America because I need a dollar. Because that's a success. If you have a dollar, you are successful. If you have a euro, you become successful. But what Allah said, La ta'budu illallah, La ilaha illallah. It's not the dollar is your God, it's Allah is your God. Only Allah can give you the success. And Allah can give you success when you live and die for Allah. When the purpose of your life is to please Allah. I want to do everything for Allah. As long as I'm alive, I want to live for Allah, and when I die, I want to die for Allah. It's not I said this. It's Allah dictated to Prophet Muhammad in Quran. قُلْ إِنَّ صَلَاتِي وَنُسُكِي وَمَحْيَايَ وَمَمَاتِي لِلَّهِ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. Say, surely my prayers and my sacrifice and my living and my dying are only for Allah. Are only for Allah. We live and die for Allah. And what does it mean to say live and die for Allah? Live and die for Allah means we help humanity for the sake of Allah. We protect our family for the sake of Allah. We protect our community for the sake of Allah. And why are we doing that? Because we are protecting our family, our community for the sake of Allah. And if we die, then we are dying for Allah. The struggle today is the injustice. The Malcolm X, a Muslim in America, more than 50 years ago he was killed. And he knew that. He said, who took now they take my money. If you fight against that, you say to people, if you are being fooled, you work hard for 40 years of your life, and you earn some certain money. When you get old and you bring out that money has no value. Somebody took your money. They inflated your money and they appreciated their money. They depreciated your money and they appreciated their money. Inflation is a deception. They tell us that there should be inflation. No. If you have real money, if you get your salary in the gold and you get your salary in the silver, there should be no inflation because that's a real money. Because I was saying about the research. The Muslims today, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Iraq, Iran, United Arab Emirates, Nigeria, the Muslim countries, they have a real wealth. What is the real wealth today? Not even the gold, it's a real wealth, it's the big money. It's the big money, of course, but it's not the biggest money. Silver, of course, not. The paper is just a paper only. Somebody writing dollar or euro and they are fooling. There are people being fooled now. It's just a paper only. If somebody has to use the power to believe you and to follow you and to dictate you, that is the value of this money. And somebody control it from here. It's not your economy control your money. It's not your political system controls your money. It's not your system controls your money. It's control the money in New York. And soon, that control of the money will be in Jerusalem, then the Jah will come and control the world. The biggest money today is oil. And all the war is going to be happening in the world, even the World War III is going to happen because of the oil. How much the oil the Muslim countries have? It's unimaginable. You cannot think of that. I just make estimate, a rough estimate. Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq, UAE, Nigeria, Kuwait. The worth of the money of the oil for the market today is more than $1,000 trillion. Muslim country have this money. And what they are doing in the Muslim country? They just get a US dollar paper and just give the oil. The real money, they give it and they get the paper. And then paper they are not even holding. The American Treasury, they will write the bond, $200 billion bond. The treasurer will sign the one piece of paper, deposit to the Saudi Arab account. And the Saudi Arab account has a $200 billion. And they are very happy. But when they have a problem Saudi Arabia with Israel, and Israel will tell USA to freeze the money. To freeze the money in New York, and they can freeze it. Afghanistan money, even though they have a freedom today, but their money is freezed now. All their money is freezed in New York. Any country who is done against them, they freeze the money. And you still want to believe in this paper. The Saddam Hussein was killed. Why he was killed? Because he said, I will sell the oil in Europe. All the Europe is with him, but the Saddam was killed. The Gaddafi was killed when he said, I will sell the oil in the African dinar, the gold dinar. Gaddafi was killed not just by the USA, Europe, NATO, everybody goes and they kill because it's destruction for all currencies. Because the currency is in trillions of dollars. And the gold in the world today is not even $1,000 billion. The US gold is like $200 billion. Maybe more than a $1 billion gold, but the money involved in the world today is in trillions of dollars. So only the real money in the world can rule the world is the oil. And oil is by control by the Muslims, but Muslims are still humiliated. Muslims are still humiliated. They cannot do anything for Palestine. They cannot do anything for Kashmir. They cannot do anything in the world. OIC, the Muslim organization, OIC, 57 Muslim countries. It is nothing. It is zero. The OIC cannot get even the 1 inch land of the Muslim from the world. I don't believe in OIC. OIC is nothing. They have no power at all. The Muslims are humiliated. Why is humiliated? Because Muslims involved in the riba. This money in the IMF, the World Bank, it is a system of riba. They give you the paper and they give you the riba. That's why we are humiliated. Why we are humiliated? Allah is humiliating the Muslims. Because Allah said in the Quran, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu taqullah wa dhru ma baqiya min ar-riba in kuntum mu'minin. Or you believe, fear Allah and give up the riba which is remain. If you are believer, in kuntum mu'minin. Wa in lam taf'alu, then if you will not do it, fa'dharu biharbin min Allahi wa rasulih. So if you will not do it, then take the notice of war, azan from Allah and His Messenger for the war. Harbin min Allahi wa rasulih. So we Muslims in the world today, Pakistan number one. I can say Pakistan, but I am from it. I live in Philippines, but I am from it. Pakistan, 100% riba. Saudi Arabia, all riba. Malaysia, Indonesia, Algeria, Nigeria, Kuwait, Iran. All the Muslim countries, they are dealing in riba. All their banks are dealing in riba. They have a conventional bank, City Bank, Standard Chartered Bank, all banks are dealing in riba. And now, subhanallah, the Muslim scholar, they make halal riba. They make Islamic bank. Islamic bank use more riba. Mas malakas riba. Mas matas riba. They are cheating Allah. That is Islamic banking. It is not Islamic banking. That is cheating. That's a deception. They are doing the riba in the name of Allah. What is the name of the bank in Malaysia? Islam Bank. Subhanallah. Islam Bank, but dealing in riba. But they don't call it riba. They call it murabaha, mudariba, musharika. But it's cheating. I swear to Allah, this is riba, but they are cheating to Allah and His Messenger. They are cheating to the Muslims that it is halal, but it's not halal. It is more riba. All the rates for the Islamic banking, they come from the state banks. And state banks has to get the rates of the profit rate or the interest rate from the World Bank. And you cannot open the Islamic bank until you register with the World Bank. And World Bank is the one spreading the system of riba in the world. And that's how they control the Muslim, even though Muslims are the richest in the world today. The highest reserve of the oil, $1,000 trillion with Muslims. Highest reserve of the gold with Muslims. If you go to Muslim countries, in every house there is lots of gold. Highest reserve of the oil, gold, gas with Muslims. Agriculture with Muslims. Water with Muslims. The land with Muslims. Yet Muslims are humiliated. Why? فَأَذَنُوا بِحَرْبٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ. Take the notice of war from Allah and His Messenger. We are in the war with Allah and His Messenger. Even though whatever resources we have, it is useless because we are making war with Allah and His Messenger. And Allah is not going to help us. Rather, Allah is going to humiliate us. If all the Muslim countries will unite, and they will come to the law of Allah, and they will eliminate the riba, Muslim will be superpower. May Allah guide us and Allah guide us. ونعوذ بالله من شرور انفسنا ومن سيئات اعمالنا ومن يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد ان لا اله الا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد ان محمدا عبده ورسوله وقال الله تعالى واذا اخذنا ميثاق بني اسرائيل لا تعبدون الا الله وبالوالدين احسانا وذي القربى واليتامى والمساكين وقولوا للناس حسنا واقيموا الصلاه واتوا الزكاه ثم توليتم الا قليلا منكم وانتم معرضون واذا اخذنا ميثاقكم لا تسفكون دماءكم ولا تخرجون انفسكم من دياركم ثم اقررتم انتم تشهدون. So in the state, the purpose of our life is la ilaha illallah, and the meaning of la ilaha illallah is to worship none but Allah, and in other words, to follow the commandments of Allah in our life. And there are the commandments of Allah, which I was discussing on the first command, the la ilaha illallah, that we should be the slave of Allah and not the slave of money, especially not the slave of the dollar or euro. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said when we take the covenant with the Bani Israel, that not to worship anyone except Allah. And usually in the Quran, the second commandment is not the salah, or usually in many places, not the salah, but usually the second commandment Allah mentioned, وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. Be kind with your parents. Allah said that in the Quran, وَاشْكُرُوا لِي وَلِوَالِدَيَّ. Thanks to me and thanks to your parents. Because it is the one of the great commandments of Allah to take care of our parents. A person who is make his parents happy, then Allah is happy with him. And if the person he makes angry his parents to him, then Allah is angry with that person. Loving parents, taking care of parents is one of the great commandments. Was in Qurba, and to be kind with the relatives. Relatives, the parents are relatives, but Allah mentioned them separately because they are the best. They have the highest right. The parents have the highest right. This is Allah mentioned parents separately. One Qurba, relatives, wives, children, brothers, sisters, uncle, auntie, cousins, all the relatives. We need to be kind to them. Yatama, and to be kind to the orphans. Orphans, those children, no parents or no mother or no father, we need to take care of them. Masakin, and or the poor, وَقُولُوا لِلنَّاسِ حُسْنًا, and one of the great command of Allah is speak very good. And being a Muslim, if you're talking with a Christian or a Jew or a Hindu or a Buddhist or a atheist, we need to talk nicely. That is not just a sunnah, it is a command of Allah. وَقُولُوا لِلنَّاسِ حُسْنًا, and speak to the people very nicely. And then Allah mentioned after this six command. La ilaha illallah. What? The parents, relatives, the orphans, poor, and then speaking good, and then seventh Allah mentioned Waqimus Salah, and establish the Salah with Jamaat. So praying 5 times is always with Jamaat. Iqamat is Salah. Wa'atu Zakat, and then Allah said the number 9, give the Zakat. Number 8 Allah mentioned Wa'atu Zakat, and give the Zakat. Obligatory charity. All the rich, they should pay the charity. Summa tawallaytum illa qalilan minkum, and then most of you turn away except the rich. And then Allah mentioned 2 more commands in the next ayah. وَإِذَا أَخَذْنَا مِيثَاقَكُمْ لَا تَسْفِكُونَ دِمَاءَكُمْ وَلَا تُخْرِجُونَ أَنفُسَكُمْ. And do not bloodshed and do not expel the people from their homes. 2 more commands here. Not to kill and not to expel the people from their homes. Like what happened to our classic and others. They're out of their homes. And 2 billion Muslims, with all resources, they cannot do anything for the Palestine. Because the Muslims are being corrupted because of the riba. Killing in the riba. Their money is used, manipulated by the New York, by the Zionists. They control our money and they can devalue and they can control us. We are like remote control. The paper money is like a remote control. They can control us with like remote control. And we are accepting that money and we are getting food. The Russia and China, they know this. They want to get out of this. Muslims should wake up and get out of this. That's the message. May Allah guide us in the law of the Prophet.